So deciding whether to stay in a relationship is challenging for a lot of us, and it can be one of the hardest decisions you may ever face. But how do you have a successful relationship with somebody if they've got trauma in their past? And how do you know if you're facing a relationship issue or dealing with issues of unresolved trauma? That's why this quote is so important. When you carry bricks from your past, you end up building the same house. When you respond to the quotes, I know that we have just picked a great topic. I hear a lot of and right? Yes. And that's Gisette and Deshawn's story. They got engaged and they were starting to plan a wedding, and then suddenly, overnight, she decided to leave. Today, they're here to discuss and decide if they're getting married or breaking up.
When I proposed to Gisette, it was on Valentine's Day. It went great. I had the ring and everything.
Deshawn and I have been together on and off for about 3 years. I was surprised when he actually proposed. Of course I said yes.
I always wanted to marry Gisette, and I knew this pretty early, but I felt like the timing was never right. We would break up and then get back together. It happened all the time.
I was so excited because I really see a future with me and Deshawn. After engagement, I began to plan the wedding. I had my bridesmaids and started ordering things.
2 weeks after the engagement, she picked up and moved to Puerto Rico. Now she says that she doesn't want to come back. I have not seen my kids in 7 months.
7 months. Wow. So, Gisette, you said yes to the proposal.
Yes.
You started planning a wedding. And then 2 weeks later, you moved to Puerto Rico.
Right.
Why?
My life kind of fell apart. Deshawn went off to a program for his construction where he would have to be away for a couple months, and it was just me, a newborn baby, and our son. Family stuff got in the way too, and I was working with them. I lost that job, and so for about a month, I was just lost with a brand new baby, with my son. I didn't know what to do. I had thought about Puerto Rico a year before I got pregnant with her, and I just started praying about it, and everything started aligning to go to Puerto Rico, and I just made the decision to go.
And when did he leave for job training?
January, beginning of January. And I lost my job 2 days after.
You know, it's interesting to watch the body language here because your shoulders are completely turned away from him. And I see Deshawn rubbing his hands. What did she tell you was going on?
I had seen her on Sunday, and she said, well, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'm gonna just be gone for a while. I asked her where she was going. I didn't know where she was going until maybe a month after she got there.
Wait, you didn't tell him where you were going?
I didn't tell anyone.
Why?
I just left. I just kept it to myself. I just felt like if I kept it to myself and left, then I could kind of focus instead of people saying, that's not a good idea, you shouldn't go there, or you should do this, because I kind of have been living my life where people are telling me what I should do or telling me where I should go. And I knew he would probably freak out if he knew, and I had already had it under control. So
Did he freak out when you told him that he was leaving, that you were leaving?
I wouldn't say freaked out, I was shocked.
Yeah.
How did you react?
When it was,
Because I'm shocked sitting here, because I'm trying to put the timeline together and think, okay, wait, how do you leave the man who you just got engaged to, who's off training so he can better himself and take care of this family, and you got 2 babies, you got a toddler and you got a newborn, and you pick up and leave and don't tell anybody?
Yeah.
Do you even want to marry Deshawn?
I love him, yes.
I didn't ask that question.
No, yeah, I really
There's
do.
a lot of
I really
reasons
do.
why women get cold feet. For sure. I mean, maybe you fear commitment. Maybe deep down, you don't think he's the one. Or maybe when things get real, you run. And the thing that also surprises me is that you didn't know where your fiance and your baby was for a month.